So today we've got Ryan's Land Cruiser, and we're going to be putting a rear brake light on and two brand new headlights from AlphaRex. Brake light out. Fresh. Let's see if she works. So it actually looks pretty good, and that was probably one of the easier installs I've done. I think mine would probably be harder if I put it on a 4Runner, but... So now we're gonna jump to the front, and those are gonna be a little bit more involved. So now that we're up at the front, we need to take this entire front grille off to access these lights. So lots of bolts, lots of clips, keep track of them. I didn't really have room to show it, but you need to remove all the clips and the bolt screws that are holding this on. He has some different fenders, so I had to remove some extra bolts. And then you gotta pull this up, and there's a bolt hidden in here holding this piece on. Also, his car is a little bit different because he has a bumper, and you should be taking off all the bolts under that are holding the grille on if you have a stock Land Cruiser, but he doesn't, so he doesn't have any of those bolts, and he just needs to do these sides, and then it should just come off. So we need to get to prying on this thing. So Ryan has these lights on here that are kind of preventing me from taking this bumper off. So I'm actually gonna just leave it how it is, because these side pieces are off and I can access the one bolt that's on there. I'm gonna take the bolts off and see if I can get the cord that's in the back, the wires in the back, and if I can do that, then it should be fine. Woo! All right, this is the plug you need to take out, and it's the only one. There's actually 4 bolts on this light, 2 on the top. There was like a hidden one right here, and then there's one on the front. That's really it. Let's put the new one in. All right, here are the beautiful lights. We're gonna just do everything in reverse. Just one plug that you need to plug in. Should be good to go. All right, we got this light in. Now we need to just speed run this other side real quick. So I don't know why I didn't film any of this, but there is a wiring harness for these lights, and this allows the lights to be like brighter and it allows you to have DRL. So while you're driving, the lights will stay on. It was a little difficult for me to figure out. I kind of just figured it out, pieced it with looking at their Tacoma lights and everything, but I had ChatGPT draw up a quick little wiring diagram, and on both of the lights, there is a white wire that connects to each other. It's like looped to each other. You're going to disconnect those, and you're going to connect the red wire with the same connection as that white one to each light. Then you're going to take that yellow connector. It'll make sense when you're looking at the light, but you connect that to the driver's light, and then mine had a plug on it, or Ryan's had like a little plug in it. You can take that plug out and put it in the passenger side to keep it waterproof. And then from there, you're going to take that box. You can mount it wherever you want. You're going to have a ground, which you're going to just ground it to the chassis, or if you have a little fuse panel, you can ground it to the fuse. And then you're going to connect straight to the battery. And after that, you have a gray wire with like a tap fuse in it. On the Tacomas, it tells you to tap into, I think, the like toe area. I'm not really sure, but I didn't do that. I put it straight to the ignition. So when you turn the ignition on, you're good to go. You just pull out the 10 amp fuse and put it in. There's a little diagram on your fuse box. It'll say IGN, or it'll say ENGIGN, pretty sure. And you just take out that 10 amp fuse and then plug in the tap fuse, close your box, and everything should work. All right, there we have it. Now, before we put everything back together, let's test the lights so we don't have to take everything apart if they don't work. Look pretty good.